Hey everyone, welcome back to The Wave. My name is Danny.
And I'm Trey. We're so excited to host another episode for you guys.
But before we go any further, let's meet this week's featured artist, Jvstblake.
I am Blake, aka Just Blake, aka Just Cake from Portland, Oregon. I make melodic rap slash hyperpop slash pop slash everything under the sun of that electronic something or other. So I do everything myself. The order in which we do it is different. Sometimes we have a bunch of people come over and everybody does a little bit, and sometimes I have to kick everybody out and I do everything. I need no distractions. I do everything myself, but everything comes in a different order. It just depends on what inspires that particular project. Man, we just went to Portland. I got to go back home and do a hometown show, but I brought my Tennessee boys with me. That was fantastic. That was the dream. That was my favorite night ever, probably. My goals change every 15 seconds. Sometimes I want to be on the big stage. I want to be the guy. I want to be Drake. And then sometimes I'm like, everybody and their mother wants to be famous. I just want to stay in my house and make music for those people and just be a background guy. But it changes all the time.
And we're here with Jvstblake. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, of course.
Yep, so let's dive right into the interview.
Go for it.
We really want to know who are some of your musical influences.
It depends on the week. I'd say the main ones would be dating all the way back to Justin Bieber. And then more recently, Amine and Tierra Whack.
Ooh.
Yep.
So that's someone who's not like brought up as Tierra Whack.
Love Tierra Whack.
Wow.
She drops the album the same night that this song came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a very diverse music taste as well.
That I hate when people ask what genre do you say you make and who are your favorite people. I could talk for 2 hours about that.
So you put on a festival called Shuffleplay.
Yep.
You kind of like booked and planned everything. Could you just tell me like the process of planning something like that and actually executing it? Like what all goes into that?
Man, the whole thing was kind of a very hectic blur. I don't know how much I could tell you. I think me and TZ were driving home from a concert, and I was like, what if we just did a big show with everybody who made everything, and what would we call it? And TZ goes, like, Everything Fest. And I was like, nah, that's already a thing. That's a thing in Nashville already. And then I, at some point, came up with Shuffleplay, and I just asked everybody I know, like, hey, you want to come play music for like an entire day? And then we got everybody possibly could. Like pretty much everybody who asked to do it got on it. And then I talked to Walnut House and they were like, let's do it. And then we did it. But I don't really know how I did it. It just kind of happened. And I'm hoping when I do it again, it will be way more thought out, planned out, way more structure. But it was a great learning experience.
Right.
It was hugely successful also around town. Everyone was talking about it, I remember.
Thank you.
Yeah. What are the logistics of something like that? Do you have to like pay to book it or like pay the artist or anything? Like what goes into that?
I think in the future I'll probably have to pay the place, but that first one was a partnered thing with Walnut House. It's like a promotional thing for them, and they basically just at the end of the night they took what they needed to pay their people, pay their expenses, gave me the rest, and I split it evenly with everybody, with all the artists.
Yeah. I think that's so cool that you took that initiative like as an artist to do this big thing for everyone to get involved in. I love that.
Yeah, it was so cool also. And speaking of performing and all of that, you were out in Portland recently doing some shows. What was that like performing in like a whole different state?
Well, that's where I'm from. That's my hometown.
Oh, really?
And I did a show there not long before I moved here, and it was just the greatest night ever. And so after I moved out here, I met some musical kids out here, and then I was like, I'm going back to Portland. I'm gonna do a show. How crazy would it be if I brought my Tennessee boys with me? And then they showed up. Astro was there, my DJ, TZ opened for me. My friend Jordan came just for fun. It was a blast.
Yeah. Well, you speak a lot about the people that are around you and your crew. How do they inspire you artistically?
You can never run out of ideas when you have that many people around you. I struggle with beat block or writer's block or whatever, and if I can't think of anything, Carson Arcade is gonna show up at my front door and be like, hey, I wanna make like 5 songs tonight. Here's what I need. And then make it happen. I've never really blocked. I have people pumping creativity all around me all the time.
I think that's great for an artist to have, though. Have a solid crew around
It's
you.
fantastic.
Yeah. And we have to ask, so you have a very cool sense of style. Where do you like draw your fashion inspiration from?
I was not prepared for that question. I have absolutely no idea. I like a lot of colors. TZ has a lot to do with it. Usually anything I think is cool, TZ did it first. I like big stuff. I like baggy stuff. I like taking from a little bit from everybody. And I don't know. I just kind of wear what I think is cool.
It's everywhere, everything, all at once.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I don't I switch it. Some days I'm wearing Vans and cargo pants and a Bass Pro Shop shirt with a trucker hat, and I look like a totally different person. And when I come to this type of thing, everything is 3 sizes too big. Depends on the day.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, though. So, Just Entertainment. Tell me a little bit about that. How did it come to be, and what does it focus on doing?
That came to be with Shuffleplay. I needed some branding. I didn't want it to be a Jvstblake event, and I wanted a reason to branch off, kind of a side project. If I ever got blocked making music, I just wasn't feeling inspired. I could do something that was just straight business.
Right.
So I have this other route with another community of people that are mostly around here that I could be like, let me just go book other people's shows. I don't have to worry about my show. Let me go book other people's shows. Let me try to, maybe one day I'll make an album with everybody. Just wanted a more businessy aspect that I could put my name kind of on, but it wasn't, it wasn't my face.
Right. Well, you're really branching out and doing a lot as an artist. You're not just an artist. You're doing this and that and this. I think that's, that's how you have longevity in the music world.
I'll never get bored.
Right. Well, we want to do a quick little game with you. We're going to call it Celebrity Fame Game. We're going to ask you questions about celebrities.
Okay.
So, who is a celebrity mom that you would give backstage passes to?
A celebrity mom?
Yeah.
Like a celebrity's mom, or a celebrity that is a mom?
Either or.
Whew. Okay. How many moms? Bro, I don't know many celebrity moms. I like to keep my moms local. I like local moms. Man, Kim Kardashian would be a good one because her kids seem dope. They'd come too. I'd like to build a connection with Kanye, and I don't know how he'd feel about that.
Right.
I think all like the divorce drama.
Yeah,
also,
I don't know
so.
how that would. Maybe, all of the dance moms would be sick. All of the dance moms. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's my answer. All of the dance moms.
All of the
That's
dance
a great
the dance
answer,
moms could come to all
actually.
of my shows.
If you could live the life of another rapper for a day, who would it be?
Young Gravy.
Young Gravy.
Addison Rae's mom.
That's a good one.
Yup.
That's a good mom.
Yup.
Well, I'm glad we have some fun questions in there too. Would you like to go ahead and let everyone know where they can find your music at and find you out on social media?
Man, Jvstblake with a V. The song that I'm performing after this is out with my first music video, fully produced music video. Shout out to Zach Olson back in Portland. Go check it out. Pound it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Austin, Texas-based festival South by Southwest has issued a statement going against Texas Governor Greg Abbott. This statement comes after several artists pulled out of performing at the upcoming shows due to the festival's association with the U.S. Army and weapon company sponsorships amidst the ongoing crisis between Israel and Gaza. After hearing the news, Governor Greg Abbott took to X to write things like, "Bye, don't come back, and if you don't like it, don't come here." South by Southwest then issued a statement of their own, stating they welcome diverse viewpoints and do not agree with Governor Abbott.
The 2024 Oscar Awards just happened, and there were many great performances throughout the night. Some of these include Ryan Gosling and Mark Ronson performing I'm Just Ken from Barbie, and Becky G singing The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. Another brilliant performance was Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell doing What Was I Made For from the Barbie soundtrack. What Was I Made For took home the award for Best Original Song. This marks Billie's second Oscar win, and she becomes the youngest person ever to have more than one Oscar just at the age of 22. With 2 Oscars and 9 Grammys, Billie is halfway to EGOT status. She just needs an Emmy and a Tony to achieve this. At the rate she is going, she will probably be holding this prestigious honor alongside Elton John, Jennifer Hudson, and John Legend. We want to congratulate all of the Oscar winners this year.
Last week, Beyonce broke the internet yet again when she announced the title for her upcoming country album. Fans of Queen Bee have been looking forward to the highly anticipated Act 2 of her 2022 album Renaissance, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts. Fans were shocked when the singer decided to take the country route with the second part of Renaissance, promptly titled Act 2 Cowboy Carter. Earlier this year, she released 2 singles from the project titled 16 Carriages and the smash hit Texas Hold'em, which went on to become Beyonce's 13th #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song was also the first song by a black woman to reach #1 on Billboard's country charts. What a way to usher in a new era.
Little Mix star Perry Edwards has announced her debut solo single titled Forget About Us. After the group disbanded back in 2022, each member started working on their solo endeavors. Perry has been hosting a few listening parties for fans where she has been playing songs from her debut album, which is set to be released sometime this year. Fans who have attended these listening parties have been raving about these songs on TikTok, saying that Perry is going to blow us all away. On top of working on these projects, Perry has been raising her 2-year-old son with Liverpool football star Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. While there is no release date for Forget About Us yet, you can pre-save the single now.
And that's it for this week's music news.
We'll be right back with Jvstblake.
Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of The Wave. We hope to see you next week.
As always, be sure to check out our Instagram and YouTube every Wednesday for new episodes. To close out this episode,
he's about to make you do a double take.
To give it up for Jvstblake.
What up, everybody? This song is out with a music video. It's called Pound It. You should look it up. Send it to your mom. I don't wanna tiptoe around it. I don't wanna make you feel crowded. I don't wanna bring it back up again. Nah, I really don't give a about it. I don't wanna tell you how I'm doing. I don't wanna know about who you're doing. Know that we've been done, gone ruined. And I ain't tryna put you back through it. I know that you probably heard from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of mine. I'm about to be back on my side of town on some business, gang going up tonight. I don't wanna step on your toes or get in your way. How do we go about it? We don't gotta be best friends again. Let's just be cool, girl, pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. Just pound it. I don't wanna hug, just pound it. Just pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. Just pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. I don't wanna kiss, nor a hug, nor a high five, dummy. Just hit me with a fist bump. I don't wanna be best friends again. I don't wanna catch you stalking on your Finsta, Sinsta. Don't try to talk to me through your sister. I don't want you thinking that I just miss ya. Don't try to play like you weren't bitter. I made a couple hits off how I did ya. I know that you probably heard from a friend of a friend of a friend of mine. I'm about to be back in the area code. Oh, don't wanna cross the line. I don't wanna step on your toes or get in your way. How do we go about it? We don't gotta be best friends again. Let's just be cool, girl, pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. Just pound it. I don't wanna hug, just pound it. Just pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. Just pound it. We don't gotta be friends, just pound it. Thank you.